It's an interesting concept. Because it wasn't a very smooth transition.
No, which transition? Like staring at your own body part?
Out of consciousness.
Yeah.
Like out of standing, snorting, to not. You know, it was a weird transition.
Your eyes rolled back in the back of your head.
Yeah, well, that's what he tells me. He saw.
Yeah.
I remember snorting the line, and that's about all, I suppose. But I do remember shortly thereafter, moving very rapidly at a high rate of speed, faster than you can imagine. It's hard to describe how fast I was going.
Yeah.
I was moving backwards, away from everything that happened, and there was lots of lights, not regular lights though. Not like these lights, not yellow lights, not like full spectrum lights that are white, but more like if every spectrum, if every light in the spectrum could be represented yet solely, you know, by itself. You know, very vivid and fast, and there's some electricity and crackling and stuff, but that was on the way back. Anyways, so on the way out, it was very fast, and it was like getting shot out of a cannon. It was very instantaneous. So 1 second I was snorting, and 1 second it was like a bang, like fucking here's this flying tube of colors, and it's fast, and you feel like you're moving, and you don't know what's happening, but then you stop really suddenly, unrealistically suddenly. Like the laws of physics are being defied in this place. So I stopped, and that's the out-of-body experience. I'm looking at myself. I'm dead. There's paramedics. They're trying to bring me back to life.
So you're astral projecting you are, just like you were saying, yeah, so in some aspects, you were remote viewing. You were seeing yourself in the room. You were seeing everything above yourself, literally, as it was happening, like, legitimately. You saw the face of the same doctor and everything.
The paramedics, yeah.
Yeah.
I was dying, and they were bringing me back to life. And they were doing it. They were, they did those, the paddles and the needles, and they did it, and I was there, and they were like, oh, it's not, I don't think he's gonna make it, and like it was fucked up. It was crazy, and
you watched yourself die.
But I didn't die. They brought me back. On the last time, it worked, and then, but when it happened,
you watched yourself come back to life.
I watched them shock me, and as soon as they pressed the fucking paddle, like, I got sucked back, and I was like the same tube, but way more intense, and now it's getting faster, and it's getting more intense, and now I'm feeling something weird. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. How can I pass out if I'm dead? What's going on?
Yeah.
So it gets more intense, so intense that I pass out. There's so many, I can't really describe it. I wrote it so good on paper. I wrote a paper about this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And then I lost some time because I lost consciousness in my out-of-body experience. So in another realm of reality, I lost some time, about 50 minutes, because I don't remember what happened from that point till when I wake up in the hospital. But apparently there were aliens, because that's the first thing I said when I woke up. So, you could take that with a grain of salt.
That's just the only word you said. It was aliens. You didn't say...
Something about aliens, like, yeah.
I wish that we knew exactly what you said about aliens.
I want to go see a sleep hypnotist.
Yeah?
Or, I don't know if that's... Cause it's not
No,
sleep.
no, I know someone that actually does something like that. I actually just saw someone in California who does that. I actually recorded the session.
Do you think it's dangerous?
You actually are fully conscious. It's not what you think.
Because I think that the thing that... Because, alright, and I also should have mentioned that during this whole experience, I wasn't having any internal dialogue with myself. I was strictly a viewer, and I don't think I...
There's no monologue either?
There's nothing. You're just watching.
Okay.
You can't talk. You literally... It's not an idea that... There's no thoughts. Nothing. Yeah. There's nothing. You're not. Like, it's like... I don't know. It's like you need two people to have a conversation. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I don't know. So I was just watching, and I think that whatever happened that made me different was shown to me when I lost that time after I learned my lesson.
You paid your karmic debt.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's crazy. So what do you like, or yeah, what's the reflection on that now, or
It changes with time.
like your emotions towards it changed?
No, just that they say hindsight is 20/20, and I don't know. It's like, you know.
Why are you choosing the same path again?
The same path? Not.
Is that like not
My
what
path
kind of
is
led
totally
to there?
different.
Just because you're not choosing fentanyl anymore?
No, my path led down that road because I wasn't happy and I didn't have any purpose. At that time, I didn't know what my purpose was. I didn't know why I was here, what I should be doing.
And you were shown that?
Not so much shown as much as instilled with a purpose. That, yeah,
Has been there all along?
no.
Or maybe
Maybe it has,
yet you
but
weren't
I
aware.
didn't know about it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And whoever did know about it had such sweet timing with that fucking doorknob. What?
That's what I'm saying too. That's also, yeah. That's why I was pointing that out as well. Source, man. Source knew what was up. It's like, oh, got you, man. There's a job for you here. It's called your
Maybe.
dharma.
I like to think of it more of as like a natural process. More like the source.
It is a natural process.
The source is an organism, and the fact that that happened is just more like, you know, a cancerous body fighting off evil things that doesn't want it to, you know, override its body with. You know, just like, we're treating the world kind of badly. Maybe it needs a little bit of help, and maybe it wanted to help itself through me.
In some of its aspects, it was attacking
And
its own self.
maybe I'm not special at all.
Everybody could do what you're attempting to create, yet nobody...
Yeah, because there's some cancerous shit going around. And the source needs to rid itself. Naturally. Yeah. Through evolution. Like it always does. No, the source will be okay. You know, we're just like a little tiny microcosm of a second in the span of time. So...
Should I say in the whole entire cosmic universe?
yeah, a microcosm of a second. I think that's pretty accurate. Maybe not even a second. Millisecond, fuck. The universe is damn old. I was watching this documentary on how we came to be. It's pretty interesting.
We're
like
what was the source of this? Like, where
I
were you
think it was a
watching
TED
it?
Talk. Like the source of us, like
Yeah.
as a planet and a species, how we came to be. So they were hypothesizing this system of intergalactic transfer of materials via.
Oh my god, you sound like me when I was like 10, 11, 14. Like,
Well,
keep
all
going.
I'm trying to say is basically they're saying that there's this dust flying around the universe, and it's very alright, so it's got to flow like a river, like an ocean. Yes, like an ocean. The ocean has currents, right?
Mhm.
So does the universe in space. And
waves and frequencies and...
Well, the thing is, these are actual currents that are taking actual material from spent planets, destroyed planets, everything. It's rebirth, like it's a birth and rebirth life cycle, and the one of the universe. So the universe is constantly destroying and rebirthing itself, but also constantly and exponentially expanding. So, knowing that, the universe is constantly destroying itself and redistributing itself, and because of that redistribution, there are certain points in the universe where Goldilocks planets like ours occur due to just the right literally just having the right chemical balance of just the perfect situation, you know, the right amount of heat, and look what happened. See what I'm saying? So I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting because the chances of this happening are very, very minute, extremely so. but not impossible to replicate.
Pretty fascinating.
It is. We're so small.
We all are, and yet people's egos are so big, and they think that their lives, like, yeah, exactly, you say, like, that things are important, that money's important, or that it's important to make people like you, or to hide who you are. Or...
No. I think it's important to make a renewable source of energy in the next 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, at the same time, you have to wonder, like, where do you draw that line? Like, if you knew that you would live younger, or, like, live forever, if you injected...
That's not my goals. The goal is to preserve the planet for future generations.
What I'm saying also is, like, what if the way that the future generations were is that they're trying to... The way that they would want to do eugenics, like, you would control every single... Like, you would control who can... Like, basically, you control population. Like, literally, you can't...
Yeah, that needs to happen.
That's what they're trying to do. Like, that, it's not just an abortion thing. It's
we're not like I don't agree with all the methods.
I understand. I know I understand. But
like,
yes, we need to lower the population.
I think we should start controlling it at least. Like, you know, what's being put out.
That's what they are doing. They've been doing that. They've been attempting that. Things aren't really working out there well. That's why they're working with artificial intelligence.
You gotta have everybody on board for that kind of thing.
Why? If you were conscious what they were trying to do, you would not be on board with that. They want to reproduce it, but they also want to control what they're reproducing. Like, they only wanted to create smart people, attractive, or like exactly with their aesthetics and eugenics, right? So they wanted to do that. So you have to understand that too. Exactly what the bigger picture of the bigger agenda is.
I'm saying there should be a test to have a child.
What they're going to say is you don't have enough economy credit, basically. Like, it's kind of like sesame credit, aka social credit in Chinese.
In an ideal system.
Are you familiar with social credit in Chinese stuff?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you know that some people literally are denied the access to fly?
Yes.
Because of their sesame credit is too low, like they can't go anywhere, they're not allowed to go anywhere.
Why is their credit so low?
It's their social credit. Do you know what social credit is? It's not a money credit. Social credit is like what...
How do you assign your social credit?
How highly do you speak of the Chinese government?
How do you...
I don't know if it's Chinese, okay? But I'm just using that as a...
Oh, so it's like communism a bit?
It's not communism. Is it? Is that communism?
A bit, I said.
I guess in some aspects, because everybody has to be cookie cutter, you're only allowed to say...
In communism, you are forced to, but in this one, you have the option to. For money. We're not money, but credit.
Yeah, but it's economy credit. It's a social credit. It's a social credit. It's like your social
credit. It's like a fake communism.
And if you hang out with me, your social credit goes down lower.
It's like a fake communism.
Except it's like on a country level. It's a legit thing.
Yeah, it's communism.
Except you literally can't buy it. This is a real thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah,
the world's fucked. You know that,
right? Harley Quinn and Joker over here. Let's just laugh it off. Yeah, we're all gonna die, so what? We're fucked.
At least we know about it.
Well, at the same time, but imagine exactly if Martians fell from the sky, what would that do to God, right? Would we put the weapon down or aim it at the sky? It's like, just we all believe all these different lies and all these different things going on. Exactly, what exactly would happen? I feel like people can already feel that's going on. Like,
it's not important.
The system is, well, what is important?
Important is keeping this planet alive.
But that doesn't make people want to do that because they've created a frequency that makes us all hate each other or don't feel like we connect with anybody or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would rather be alone.
Who knows? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe
that is a thing. They're trying to remove love.
Maybe there's like a frequency in the air that they're putting out. You know?
It's called silent.
Hey, that's him. That's Blaine.
You're freaking me out.
That's Blaine. Remember the crazy guy?
Don't scare me.
That's him.
Don't stop it. Stop it. Shh. Shh. You heard his name. The window's down, you jackass. Help me. He's coming over here.
Oh my God. No way. There's no way.
Shh. Just be quiet. Please be quiet. God. Trying to sketch me out? Fuck. It's already gonna happen. My car lights are on. I know.
You want to go talk to him?
No, he's picking up trash right now.
Yeah, no, it's 2 a.m.
Do you know how awesome that is that he's doing that though? He is somebody. That guy is doing that thing. That's amazing. The community trash. I was trying to tell you that though. You didn't recognize. Like, I just met so many different people that were inside your building. I just felt like you didn't recognize like all these people that were congregating on the same ley lines. Like, I just don't think that you really recognize how everybody's path was. You need to also study Dolores Cannon, Convoluted Universe. However, her New Earth thing. The last one before she died. You want to talk to this guy?
What are you